What is going on, everybody? My name is Nico and welcome back to another video. Now, originally this week I figured I'd be covering the Pokemon Snap stuff because there was an update. They added a couple new courses and things of that nature. And honestly, I think covering the game as heavily as I did, I think in like the course of a week I put out 50 videos over that game. I just have zero interest in playing it. So I actually decided I'm going to talk about something that I have been thinking about and talking about on other, YouTube channels that I'm on, like on Enter the Chat and things like that, where I've talked about this issue, and it's something I kind of wanted to address. So Pokemon Unite is something that I really like. Okay, it came out, I loved it, I played it really heavy for a second there, and now I've kind of died off entirely. And I want to talk about what the real problem is with Pokemon Unite, not necessarily, why I think people should not play it, why people should play it. This isn't a review. It's what I believe the biggest issue with this game is. So, if you don't know, I have every console. I have, the Nintendo Switch, I have the Xbox, and I have the PS5. And I really prefer playing pretty much everything on Xbox and PS5, aside from Pokemon, obviously, because of the exclusivity and all the Nintendo exclusives. But I play most of my games on my Xbox because that's where most of my friends play games. On top of that, I play games on PlayStation because of achievements and things like that. Your trophies, achievements on Xbox, what have you. And for a game like this, a game that is so heavily reliant on things like teamwork and things like communication, I really have an issue with it being on the Nintendo Switch exclusively. Now, you can argue all you want. I know it's coming to mobile later. I don't really care about playing it there. I think it'll be fun to try it out there and test all the stuff out, but it's not something I'm going to be like, oh, this is the reason I'm going to come back and start playing this game very heavily again. And I plan to still cover Pokemon Unite. Let me get that out of the way. I plan to still cover Pokemon Unite here on the channel because I do really like the game, but it's kind of a pain because it is locked to a Nintendo system. And that is my biggest problem with the game. My biggest problem is that this is not available everywhere, because at the end of the day, if you're playing handheld, this can't be comfortable. Okay, Joy-Cons and just the way the Switch feels handheld is not a comfortable feeling for playing this particular game. I can guarantee you that. You want to have the Pro Controller, have that full mobility and all that stuff. But then on top of that, just the fact that there's no party chat system built in on the Nintendo Switch. There's no achievement system built in on the Nintendo Switch. And just that, like, the menus lag because it's on the Nintendo Switch. Like, there's just so many things that are wrong with this being locked to this particular version of the game. Because I guarantee when the iPad version comes out and I download it, the menus are going to run a lot more smoothly on my iPad than they do on my Nintendo Switch. I can already promise that. I already have the biggest feeling that is going to be the case. And the thing with this game is, it's a free game. So you got to make up, whatever marketing you would have done or whatever money you would make off the game needs to be made up by the community, right? You need to buy skins, you need to buy the battle pass, whatever it may be, the new characters. So you would think because of this, they would want to have this game out on as many platforms as possible, especially considering the limitations that the online service has for the Nintendo Switch. So I understand the, Nintendo exclusivity with the Pokemon Company and all the Pokemon games being there, but I think for this one game, this needed to be the exception. This game needed to be the game that came to PC, that came to Xbox, that came to PlayStation. You could still have all your mainline Pokemon games be everywhere else. This game, I feel, needed a wider audience reached by being on separate consoles, but on top of that, they also needed just the fact that the Switch isn't that great for this style of game. It's really not. I play Smite and other MOBAs over on my Xbox, things like that, and it's a way better experience than playing this game on the Switch. Why? Because I can have party chat. I can have voice chat that works more effectively than whatever goes on here in Pokemon Unite. I can use text chat more effectively. They have built-in text chat stuff, and I know Unite does, but it's so limited. There's just so many things about this that would justify moving it to another console. And that's what's really killing it, is I want to play this game with friends. I don't really care to play this game solo, okay? And I have friends that play the game. However, I play on a monitor. I don't play on a TV, so I don't have audio output from the monitor. So when I'm playing with friends, we have to use Discord on PC, and I don't have that ability to, hear the game and hear them. So I have to just go without hearing the game, which sucks. And it's just, kind of inconvenient to be tethered to my laptop while also playing on my monitor to the side. There's a lot of issues here with the way just that the Nintendo Switch works inherently that could be solved if we move this game to PC, Xbox, or PlayStation. And honestly, I just think that that would be a better experience. You'd be able to get more people in. I would be able to get all of my friends that I play Xbox with to download it because it's free. They have nothing to lose by trying it. So I really feel that the biggest problem with Pokemon Unite is not the gameplay. It's not Zapdos. It's not, your team sucking and you throwing games in that manner. None of that is the big problem with Pokemon Unite. The big problem with Pokemon Unite is the Nintendo Switch exclusivity and, the mobile, whatever you want to say. That is the biggest problem with this game, is because I personally don't want to be tied to my Nintendo Switch where I can't talk to my friends conveniently while I'm playing this game. So I've pretty much all but stopped playing Pokemon Unite. I have not touched it. I've been playing other stuff like Rocket League and Apex Legends and everything else over on other consoles where I can use party chat and talk to my friends just that quick, that easy. So that, in my opinion, is the biggest thing. I know this isn't a long video, but it's just something I really wanted to talk about in regards to this. In terms of future Pokemon stuff, I have no idea what I'm going to do videos on, honestly. I kind of hit a dry spell where I don't really know what to talk about in terms of Pokemon stuff. This channel has pretty much been Pokemon. Everybody really wants that. That's what performs here on the channel, and that's not necessarily what I want to talk about all the time. So I've kind of locked myself into a weird situation, which is why I've done so much stuff over on Enter the Chat. But that is going to be it for this video, guys. I hope you found it entertaining and helpful. If you did, leave a like and smash that subscribe button for more videos like this in the future. But that's all I have for you guys. Like I said, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.